Ireland is one of the many countries to have become a signatory of the Barcelona Declaration, which emerged from a major international conference on people with disability. Established in 2006, the Cashel Gold Star Initiative provides a practical and positive expression of the fundamental principles of this declaration, promoting the idea that disability is a matter for society as a whole and not just for individuals and their families. The Cashel Gold Star Initiative came about as a direct response to growing concerns in the community about the extent to which people with disabilities could fully participate in social and community life in South Tipperary. According to the CSO, there are over 400,000 people with disability living in Ireland, representing an average of 10% of the population. There are over 8,700 people living with disability in South Tipperary. Cashel was chosen as a pilot location for the first rollout of the Gold Star Initiative in light of its strong history for caring for people with disabilities. It was one of the first towns in Ireland, outside of Dublin, to open a non-residential school for children with special needs in the 1960s. Cashel is a heritage town and presents particular obstacles in terms of universal access. It is the ancient capital of Ireland's Munster region, and its rich history is reflected in its built heritage, from ring forts to medieval monasteries. The Gold Star Initiative has no statutory budgetary commitment from any agency aside from the HSE's commitment to provide a development worker to implement the project. All initiatives and achievements are funded and supported by individual agencies and private businesses which recognise the benefits of social inclusion for all members of the community. A Gold Star is awarded to acknowledge those agencies, businesses, organisations and community facilities that have taken steps to have their services or businesses made more universally accessible. It makes sound business sense to render business premises and services universally accessible. Removing barriers promotes equality and makes life easier and safer for all.
Hi, how are you?
Fine, thank you.
Could I take out €50, please?
Yes, of course. Sure.
The cost of making services universally accessible is not as large as may be assumed. Small changes will have major impact. For example, clear and accessible signage in print or ramped access is an easy and cost-effective way to promote inclusion for all. In Cashel, many premises have been rendered accessible with minimum cost, and most of the costs incurred have been recovered in the form of new business generated from accessibility. Each of the businesses and services working with the Cashel Gold Star Initiative have benefited from improved customer satisfaction as well as recognition in local and national media arenas for efforts made. It is proposed that the approach used in Cashel will act as a model of best practice for similar programmes of activity in other towns and communities in the future.